The Kirwan Commission has released their interim report. We will break down the key policy initiatives and encourage you to go to strongschoolsmaryland.org to read a more in-depth analysis. The Kirwan Commission has broken their recommendations down into 5 policy areas. They focus on investing in early childhood education, elevating the teaching profession, better preparing students for post-secondary success, providing additional resources for at-risk youth, and governance and accountability. I will be giving you a brief overview of each policy initiative. First, Maryland must realize early childhood education is critical and invest in birth to 5 programs. Maryland must provide supports before children even have the chance to fall behind. Key investments include supporting all children who are experiencing poverty or have a disability from birth to 2 years old by providing quality childcare and home visitation. Expanding the network of Judy Centers and Maryland Family Network Centers to provide birth to 5 supports for all families in need. And provide universal pre-K for all 4-year-olds and access to pre-K 3 for all students from low-income families and all students with disabilities. Next, Maryland must elevate the teaching profession. Maryland teachers must have wages competitive with other high-status professions and improved working conditions and career ladders that allow for advancement. Teacher preparation programs must have higher standards and more access to a variety of classroom experiences. Additionally, there needs to be intentional efforts to recruit a diverse workforce as the demographics around Maryland continue to change. Next, students must leave high school better prepared for post-secondary opportunities. All students must have access to a globally competitive curriculum that emulates international standards. High schools should provide the opportunity to graduate with an industry-recognized credential or enter college with credits already completed. Finally, high schools should provide targeted supports to all students not meeting college or career standards to avoid the need for post-secondary remediation. Next, there needs to be additional resources for at-risk students. Maryland must increase per-pupil funding with additional resources for specified categories of student need: students who live in poverty, students who are limited English proficient, and students with a disability. We must increase wraparound services for at-risk students and their families. Finally, we must identify students early who are not on track for college or career readiness and provide intensive supports. Last, there needs to be greater accountability and stronger governance structures to ensure student success. There should be an independent board to establish strong governance and accountability structures to oversee the implementation of the Commission's recommendations. Maryland should utilize the PISA test so that we can compare our system to other top-performing systems around the world. And finally, Maryland must conduct an evaluation at the end of the implementation period of the Commission's recommendations to understand successes and growth areas.